Do you want to start a meditation practice that's right for you? Then this video is for you. I'm Manasi Kakade, and I serve as a mentor for Bridgewalkers. Bridgewalkers are analytical thinkers, critical thinkers who are also fascinated by all things spiritual and woo-woo. I help them express themselves fully and freely by building the businesses that they love. Today, I'm going to share with you 5 misconceptions that stop many beginners from trying out meditation or establishing a daily practice that's right for them. Are you ready? Let's get started. Misconception number 1. I should stop all my thoughts during meditation. Now, that's simply not the case. You are not here to stop all your thoughts. And I personally don't know any person who meditates regularly who can completely stop all their thoughts. Maybe there are some monks or sages who have done it for decades and lifetime. They have put their lifetime into developing a meditation practice. Maybe they can do it, but I haven't seen any person like you and me who is doing it. So what's the goal instead? The goal instead is just to be observant. If you have a thought, observe that you had it and then bring your mind back to meditation. Let that thought pass. So think of it this way. It's like there are clouds coming in front of you and you are letting those clouds pass as they come. So you observe there is a cloud coming and the cloud is a thought, and then you let it pass. The goal here is not to have any clouds appear, because that simply doesn't work with our minds, especially when you are a beginner at meditation. Later on, maybe as you develop a deeper practice, there might be these seconds in the meditation when you feel like, oh, this is empty. But then again, you just by the nature that you observed it, there was a thought that was there. So don't worry about stopping your thoughts completely. Just bring your attention back to your meditation whenever you observe a thought coming. Misconception number 2. There is one right way of doing meditation, and I need to figure it out. Now, here's the deal. There is no one right way of doing it. Especially with the modernization of meditation, there are so many different technologies that are available to us that we can use in order to aid us in meditation. Now, when you think of a right way, you're probably thinking about some sage on the top of the mountain who is just sitting still for hours and with their eyes closed, and whatever is going on in their head, you think that's what meditation is. But that's really, maybe that's the goal for some people, but that's really not the only way to meditate. There are guided meditations where somebody else tells you what you can be focusing on. You don't have to exactly follow that, but that's why most people get guided meditations. There are visualizations that help you bring focus to a certain imagery that relaxes you, calms you down. You can use music or binaural beats in your meditation, binaural waves in your meditation, or you can simply focus on your breathing. There is no right way of doing it. There are multiple different techniques and a variety of ways you can get yourself to the meditative state of mind. So start with whatever feels comfortable to you. Don't worry about if you're doing it right. You are going to develop your own way that feels right to you as you explore more and more through your practice. The key here is to get started somewhere and then expose yourself to all these different techniques, try them out and see what works for you. Misconception number 3. I don't have time to do it. Again, the reason we think we don't have time to meditate is because we have a certain idea of how long meditation should be. And many times you hear these blog articles or people talking about meditation as something you do for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours. And obviously, maybe if you're very busy, you cannot take out that much time for yourself. But when you are beginning, even just a couple of minutes will make a difference. You don't have to meditate for 20 minutes, not even for 10 minutes. Just start with a couple of minutes, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. And if you're telling me that you cannot even take out 5 minutes out of your busy day for a practice that you want to develop, then think again, because then we have something different to question, something different to talk about. But what the point I want to make here is that even if you just start with 2 or 3 minutes of just sitting in the silence or just feeling your breath, that's good enough to get started. Maybe you're very busy at work and suddenly you realize, oh, I'm getting stressed out about it. Maybe you can take a restroom break, and in that time, 2-3 minutes, just take a few long, deep breaths, and that's good enough to get you started. And as you see the benefits of how calmer your mind starts becoming, how you handle situations with less panic or less chaos in your head, as you start getting more clarity on your thoughts, as you start seeing these benefits, you will automatically feel motivated to expand your practice into longer chunks. So when you feel you're ready for it, you can expand the time, but to get started, you don't need anything more than 3 or 4 minutes to get started. Start wherever you want, start small, and continue building up on that. Misconception number 4, I can't even sit still. How will I meditate? Now, here's the thing. Meditation is about a meditative state of mind. Calming your thoughts is one of the instant results of meditation. So what if you can meditate without having to be still? We may not call it the traditional meditation, but what if you can reach the meditative state of mind without being still? There are practices that do that. So let's say, for example, you have a lot of energy in your body. Maybe you can start by just moving your body. It can be exercise, it can be walk in the nature, or it can be dancing. There are dances like Shake Your Soul dance or Journey dance, which are designed with the goal of reaching a meditative state of mind through body movements. So if you cannot sit still, that doesn't mean you will never be able to meditate. You just have to start in a way that feels right to you. And that will include some kind of physical movement of your body to get that energy out there and get started by seeing the results of meditative state of mind. And after that, maybe you continue the same practice, or maybe you feel inclined to change your practice or adopt or bring in some element of sitting still. You can go that route or not, that's fine. But to get started, you can get started with a physical activity that feels meditative. Running, exercise, walking, dancing, where you become more aware of your present moment, is a good way to start. Misconception number 5. Unless I do it perfectly, I wouldn't benefit from it. This goes back to the previous misconception we talked about, that there is one right way of doing it. There is a definition that you have in your mind about what that perfect meditation looks like. Maybe it's the length of time. Maybe it's how you do it, where you do it. Maybe it's all the equipment that you think you need for the meditation. And you think that unless I do it perfectly, I wouldn't benefit from it. Well, that's not the case. You are going to start seeing the benefits of meditation, even if you do just a little bit, and even if you do it in small steps. You will start seeing that your mind is calmer. You will start seeing maybe you are more relaxed. You will start getting in tune with your thoughts, understand what's going on in your mind. You will become more observant of the present moment and maybe enjoy it more. And then later on, as you go deeper into the practice, you will get more and more connected to your intuition, and maybe start being more comfortable with who you are in this moment. But start small. Don't worry about getting it perfect. You will still see some benefits of it. Now let's recap what we just learned. Here are the 5 misconceptions that I see beginner meditators having. Number one, I should stop all my thoughts. That's what meditation means. Number two, there is one right way to do it. Number three, I don't have time to do it. Number four, if I can't sit still, I cannot meditate. And number five, it has to be done perfectly in order to see any results or benefits from it. These are the misconceptions. The goal here is to start wherever it feels comfortable for you, even if that just means a few minutes of silence and focusing on your breath, or just a walk in the nature. Whatever that first step looks like to you, get started with it. And as you start doing more and more of it, your practice will deepen, as well as you will find the ways that work with you. Meditation is as unique as every individual. You have to figure out what's the right way for you. But in order to do that, you have to get started first. That's all I have for you today. If you like this video, like it, subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.